The other thing I wanted to get into with this guest, and I guess we'll just go on a solo rant about, is mindset. So they've done some pretty interesting case studies when it comes to mindset. One of them was on the Andrew Huberman podcast, and they had two groups of people and they gave them the exact same milkshake. One of them, they told, this is a delicious milkshake. It's got all these calories, all this fat. It's a milkshake. The other group, they said this is a nutritional drink. It's got all this protein in it. It's low carb, low sugar. It's a health drink. So all that was changed was how they delivered what this drink was to the control groups. So the group that had the milkshake, the one that they knew was a milkshake, showed all of the biological markers for like a high glucose spike and how you would expect that to react in their body. The group that thought it was a health drink, no spike. Like their body thought this is a health drink. So by consequence, the other group is more likely to put on weight than the other. So mindset's also very huge going into like a weight loss journey and how you kind of want to get in charge of like your own health. Another interesting indicator when it comes to just eat less, you fat fuck. I just have to say it because this guy says it. I'm like, you're missing the whole point. When it comes to just simply eat at a deficit and you'll lose weight, they've also done studies with the microbiome. So that is like all of the bacteria that's living in your gut. You have healthy bacteria, unhealthy bacteria. You have a whole bunch of hormones that are being pumped in there. It's a very complex system. So they've done fecal transplants from obese rats, mice, one or the other, and they put them into otherwise healthy, lean rats or mice, some kind of rodent. When the fecal transplant was complete, the otherwise healthy mouse started getting like cravings similar to the obese rodent and started putting on weight. And then it was working out the same. They put it on a healthy diet, couldn't lose the weight because the gut was saying that this was an obese environment. So if your gut microbiome is completely out of whack, that's another contributing factor to why you might not be losing weight. So again, you could be eating at a deficit, but if everything else is out of order, it's simply not going to work. So there's other tests that you can do to kind of check the state of your microbiome. There's books that you can purchase on like resetting your gut. I'll try to find a couple that I've read and then link them in the descriptions below. It's a ton of homework, but if you're trying to get your health in order, it's definitely worth the investment of just reading a few hours and getting one of these books down and then just tackling each problem individually. So you can start wherever you kind of think the issue is, whether it's with your gut or with your hormones or with both, if you have the time to kind of attack it from both angles. For me and my journey, because again, it's still very new as far as my transition from going to hyper to hypo, is so far what I've read is a lot of it has to do with leaky gut. So with leaky gut, it's basically your stomach lining is very tight. And for those of you that are not watching, I'm kind of putting my hands together to kind of show that lock. And when you have leaky gut, it kind of breaks that barrier. And when that barrier is broke, a lot of things kind of seep out from your gut into the rest of your body and into your bloodstream. And then that's no bueno. And then your immune system is essentially goes on high alert. So we're going to start with trying to heal my leaky gut because I'm assuming that's probably public enemy number one. We're going to get rid of gluten, sugar, dairy, and what was the other thing? Limit alcohol. And I love my wine, so it's going to be really hard, but we're going to try there. So I'm starting tomorrow. You can keep me accountable. I'll be sharing what I'm eating and how I'm changing my diet on social if you want to follow me and see some recipes that are gut healthy. But it's going to be hard because I love my carbs, but my health is more important, and me being able to play with my kids and keep up and not have extra weight on me and not be achy from this thyroid condition is paramount. So it is worth giving up the bread for sure.